Good evening or good morning, depending when you see this video. This is the Dread and welcome back to second controller point. Now I know what the few guys that are watching this are thinking, like,
wait a minute, this is your single video, aren't you supposed to play Borderlands 2 as usual?
well, yeah, that would be the case, but I was thinking a little bit when I made the Borderlands series, and once I played with my friends, or one time when I played with my friends, I felt like, you know what, this is something I should record with, like playing with somebody, like Breach or somebody else. It's not an experience you should have alone. It's because the fun with the game is playing with others, really having a teamwork. So I'm gonna be changing to Assassin's Creed 3, which is solely based on like single player. Well, you have your multiplayers options, but this is a very good game with a very solid story. I mean, I heard, you know, this and that about this game. Like, it's not the greatest of all the Assassin's Creed theories, but personally, I think it's just your taste. I think this is a good, you know, mix-up from all the medieval times, and they actually got this with the American Revolution. I mean, that's pretty cool. Well, enough jibber jabber, let's get into action.
Used to be when people talked about the end of the world, we locked them up, or laughed them off. Sometimes both. But we never took them seriously. Maybe we should have.
Maybe.
But I'm getting ahead of myself. Better to start at the beginning, with the abduction of Desmond Miles, my son. This boy
is your
had
father.
no ambition, no direction, no plans for the future. What he did have was a heritage, one he chose to deny. It nearly cost him his life. He was captured and imprisoned. Those who took him believed he could help them find something. The apple. One of several artifacts we call Pieces of Eden. Bits of ancient technology scattered across the globe. Some hidden, some found, all of them dangerous. Most are held by a single group, the same group that now had Desmond. You know them as Abstergo Industries. We know them as the Templars, as the enemy. We've been fighting them for thousands of years, even longer if you believe the stories of their origins. I do. After all, I've seen the truth. That's the beauty and the horror of the Animus. A device that allows us to enter and experience the lives of our ancestors. It holds the power to change everything, to show us history the way it really happened. Up until its creation, to the victor went the spoils, went the truth. We're trying to fix that, to free minds and bodies both. But there's only so much that we can do. And the
I would
Templars
so
have
want
the
that
upper
sword.
hand these days. But something larger than the Assassins and Templars is approaching. Bigger than all of us. And if we can't find a way to stop it, these next few weeks will probably be our last. Everyone's last. In the end, it all comes down to him. To Desmond. Through the Animus, he discovered his heritage, explored the lives of his ancestors, and uncovered their secrets. When that was done, he trained. He used another ancestor to provide decades of experience in the span of a few days. It worked. We think. We hope. Soon, though, soon we'll know. That ominous date fast approaches, December 21st, 2012. None of us knows what it'll bring, only that this is where they want us to be, when it does. They've been guiding us in their own fractured, frustrating way. These voices from the first civilization, the ones who came before, a precursor race of immense power and uncertain motives. They're the ones who made the Pieces of Eden. This is where they've led him, and through him, us. He stands at the entrance to this long-lost place, armed with the knowledge of Altair and the abilities of Ezio. He holds in his hands the Apple of Eden, and we stand at his side, ready to support him however we can. His name is Desmond Miles, and he has brought us to the end.
The end of all time. No, I'm sorry. God, this game is so badass. It's only the intro. You know what I'm saying? Finally. Oh yeah, for you guys that doesn't know, I have played this a little bit. I didn't exactly finish it, so I felt I felt like it would be appropriate because this will give like a whole new experience for me.
Let's go.
Right behind you. Oh well, that I can say is gonna take a while for us to get into the action. We need to settle down and do the tutorials,
Piece by piece.
but I can say the little I've actually played this, it's incredible. I mean, I can't explain how awesome this game really is. It really gets you stuck to the story. I mean, it gets you curious. You really want to know what's happening. But what I would do recommend is that you play the first one, like Assassin's Creed 2 or 3. So you get like a base to the story.
Gleaming
In another moment,
lights.
down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again.
Come on, we want to get into the action. Oh, I could run. Never mind. Just think if you had like one of those in real life. It would be so much more appropriate than just having keys. But I guess burglary. Yeah, can we say it in English? Robbery would like excelled big time. Okay, let's do this. I was running for 5 seconds, then we got another cutscene. Lovely. Put it in there so we can get in the action. La acción. Now this is some Illuminati shit right here. You know what I'm saying?
The key. You must find the key.
La llave.
Son? Sir? Here we go again.
Desmond?
Do you hear us?
Yeah. What happened?
The temple triggered a bleeding effect. You collapsed and entered into a fugue state.
So naturally, you dropped me into the Animus instead of, I don't know, making sure I was okay?
You weren't in any danger. Besides, the temple appeared to be communicating with you, and I didn't want to risk severing the connection. At least not until we knew what it wanted.
Right. Of course.
Son,
No, it's fine. I get it. And I know what I'm looking for, by the way. It's a key. Just no idea where it is, though. I guess that's why she triggered the bleeding effect.
She?
Juno, Dad. She's talking to me.
It is talking to you.
Okay, Desmond. While you were, visiting Constantinople, we picked up a software update for the Animus. I'd like to run a couple of quick tests, make sure there aren't any major issues.
All right. What do you need me to do?
We'll start simple. Walk to the marker over there.
Finally.
Okay, Desmond. Let's practice climbing on these objects.
No problem. Oh yes, might as well tell you guys right now that are watching this. Believe it or not, the few videos that we've been putting up, we actually have gotten our first complaints. Well, not complaints, but things that we should think about. The first thing is that in the Casual Questions episodes, people say that I'm mumbling. I'm so sorry about that. The thing is, when me and Breacher talks, we intend to interrupt each other. So I get really insecure when to talk. The other thing is, some people have been talking about the quality of the videos. So I can tell you what we are using to making this. It is usually me that does the videos. Breacher is doing the Superstar Saga, or he's cutting those by himself. But the rest is like my doing. I'm using a very basic studio program.
That's a constraint.
And we don't have
These
the
are
economical
objectives that
support
raise your
getting
synchronization
high
rate.
quality mics and stuff. So we're using a basic
All right,
Razer
Desmond,
headset.
Follow the on-screen instructions and kill the 2 Templars.
Here we go. So when you guys come to us and say, can you guys fix this up? I think it would be better. Of course, I will do my best to improve, but you guys must understand we are pretty limited with the basic programming we have and experience. Oh god.
All you have to do here is jump the gap.
Oh well. Enough talking, let's get into action. Hold and press space to jump. Oh, I was supposed to. Okay. Actually, to be playing this, I don't remember that much. Yep. I guess I must jump here too. Well, let's go! Was I supposed to hold this? Yeah, I was supposed to hold it. La da da. Yep. Ew.
Synchronization levels look good now. We should be able to build the world. Time to find out what the temple wants from you.
Yeah.
Everybody's waiting for it.
This was a pretty good idea, like building up. Oh, sorry.
Everything all right, sir?
What do you think?
Fine. I'm just preoccupied, that's all.
Don't
You know.
forget your invitation. Master Birch will be meeting you inside.
Thank you.
Where shall I retrieve you once you're done?
Front of the Opera House. And be quick about it. Don't expect to be here long.
I'll bring her round at once.
Yeah, sure, no pressure. Just how about waiting the world getting built up first? Let's start the mission.
Invitation, please.
Theatre Royal
Shall I
Covent
take your
Garden.
coat, sir?
Thank you, James. But that won't be necessary.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are requested to kindly find your seats.
Will do.
Well, so he says, but you and I
Good evening, sir. This way, please.
Well, thank you. I love this part.
My apologies.
Excuse me. Come here through. Excuse me. I'm away. Wait, let's go back. No, we can't go back. Okay. Excuse me. Like totally gentleman about it.
Evening, Hatham.
Reginald?
I can't tell you how happy I was to hear they'd mounted this revival.
Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once. My father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business then. Do you see him?
Trigal Eagle Vision. Here we go.
He's seated in one of the boxes above.
The stairs are watched. You'll need to find another way up.
I'll work on it.
I already have.
Well, aren't you badass? Well, enough chit-chatting. Let's get on with the killing.
That sick word of trial comes on in the afternoon, and she hopes you will order
1,000
matters
pardons.
so as to bring
So
on-
sorry. My apologies.
Just apologizing and pushing back. Now that is the way of the gentleman. Or, actually, I don't know, but... Anywho. Okie dokie. Now this is the old school... Okay, don't mind me, just passing through. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to climb up. Does nobody notice me? You know, I'm just saying. That must be a really good show if they don't notice the guy like climbing everywhere. Oh, I never really understood this part. Damn it. Well, let's give it a shot. Move the left and right to locate a hole. Okay. And hold the ranking handle. Ah, there we go. No, no, no. Come on. Oh, there we go. I don't think it's actually a technique to this. It's just do this until you hear a click. Which is pretty good because we've been stuck here for a while. Whee! A little Dutch courage? Okay, I need to check that up, what that means. I have no idea. Okay, call me crazy, but the people should at least notice that. It's on the freaking scene. I shouldn't get detailed with this.
When a gentleman is long kept in suspense, penitence may break his spirit.
Are we there? Yep. Hello. Walking in like all passionately and stuff. Guess who?
Hey, Phil. You should have come to me. We would have found another way. Yes. But then you would have known. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. As am I.
That guy took the stabbing like a boss. I mean, you think you would hear some squeaking like, oh god! That guy was like, whatever. And we got a kid traumatized for life. Ladies. Now I bid you adieu.
Come, please! Over there!
That man there! Seize him!
Dude, jeebus. That was like a football tackle. My bad. Hold space while walking to walk faster and push people out of the way. Excuse me, out of the way. Excuse me, coming through, coming through. Forgive me if I'm super quiet right now. I'm just letting this suck in to all of y'all. Excuse me, mom. Imbecile. Excuse me. Big ass murderer coming through. Damn, a listing time. It would be so much easier to run. Well, I guess you would be like a bit suspicious by doing that, but still. Oh, they were still bending the world. Well, what do you know? Excuse me, out of the way. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Pardon me.
And how was the opera?
Rather dull, truth be told.
Cold. Trying to start a conversation and he like denies you totally.
Shall we be off then?
Aye. To Fleet and Bride.
By your command.
By your command, sire. Is that a serpent or a dragon? I can't really tell.
Gentlemen, I hold in my hand a key. And if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that to be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge. Perhaps a weapon, or something as yet unknown, unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things, or none of them. They are still an enigma, these precursors. But of one thing I am certain. Whatever waits behind those doors shall prove a great boon to us all.
Or our enemies, should they find it first.
They won't. You've seen to that.
I assume you know where this storehouse is?
Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen,
How fare your calculations?
I believe the site lies somewhere within this region.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies. Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start. And that is why we've called you here, Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America, locate the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
I'm yours to command, although a job of this magnitude will require more than just myself.
Of course. Upon this paper are the names of 5 men sympathetic to our cause. Each is also uniquely suited to aid you in your endeavor. With them at your side, all for nothing.
Well, then I'd best be on my way.
I knew our faith in you was not misplaced. We've booked you passage to Boston. Your ship leaves at dawn.
Lovely.
Go forth, Hatham, and bring honor to us all.
A deadly performance. Mission completed. Full synchronization. And loading screen once again. Oh, that was fast loading. Why can't all the games be like this? Atlantic Ocean, Day 2.
Some fresh air might do me good.
Don't you think you get fresh air enough? I mean, you have a window right there. You know what? I think this is actually a good way to ending this video. Yes, but this was the first episode of Assassin's Creed 3, and I will be continuing on with this. If you like, If you like what we have done, please leave a comment and subscribe. And if you check our page, you will find a link to our Facebook and Twitter. So just look up there if you want to get our latest updates. Latest!